My dear listener, as the day gently winds down and the quiet moments begin to settle around you, perhaps you find yourself seeking a peaceful space, a soft cushion for your thoughts. Please allow yourself to simply breathe, to let go of any lingering tension. As you rest, let us softly journey together into a space of understanding, exploring the gentle art of finding inner calm, a quiet strength that resides within each of us. The power of not reacting. How to Control Your Emotions, written by Justice O. Malcolm. Introduction. Imagine for a gentle moment how much more serene and easy your daily life could become if you truly felt able to keep your inner calm, even when faced with the pressures that sometimes arise. Allow yourself to envision those high-pressure scenarios where instead of feeling overwhelmed, you are able to maintain a quiet composure, responding thoughtfully and rationally, rather than simply acting on a sudden, fleeting impulse. It is a peaceful vision indeed. This quiet time we share will gently guide you through the power of not reacting, how to control your emotions. A book designed to softly unfold the secrets to becoming emotionally intelligent. It will gently teach you how to direct your responses with intention and how to keep your thoughts clear and steady, no matter the circumstances that gently present themselves. Have you ever found yourself in moments of anger or deep frustration, speaking words, or taking actions that you later come to gently regret? It is a common thread woven through the tapestry of human experience. When we allow our emotions to take the lead, we might act quite rashly, which, as we softly understand, is not always the most beneficial path. But a quiet question whispers, is it truly possible to alter this pattern? Just for a moment, let your mind drift to a world where you possess the gentle ability to guide your reactions, choosing your response rather than simply reacting without a moment's thought. This truly priceless talent, this inner calm, is lovingly within your reach with the comforting guidance of this book. Our peaceful journey together begins with a gentle exploration, seeking to understand the deep importance of emotional control. Emotions themselves are a natural and wonderfully vital part of being human, a rich tapestry of feelings. Yet sometimes, when they take the driver's seat entirely, they can, with the best of intentions, gently lead us astray from our truest path. This book will gently illuminate the paths for you, helping you to softly recognize the unique emotional triggers that spark those powerful reactions within you. It will then lovingly offer you calm strategies, gentle tools to manage those emotions with greater ease and effectiveness. And as you gradually gain this peaceful control over your reactions, you will find yourself able to handle life's challenges with quiet grace, making choices and decisions that truly reflect your deepest, most authentic intentions. Our very first gentle step on this path is to softly recognize the subtle yet profound difference between merely reacting and truly responding. You see, reacting often feels like a sudden, almost automatic impulse, a quick knee-jerk movement guided purely by the immediate rush of emotion. But then there's responding, a quieter, more thoughtful path that invites deliberate action and careful consideration, a choice made with gentle awareness. This book will gently guide you in learning how to softly shift from a reactive way of being to a more responsive, intentional behavior. Through the quiet cultivation of self-awareness and the peaceful practice of mindfulness, you will discover how to create a gentle pause, a sacred breath, in moments of stress. In this pause, will lovingly give yourself the precious space to choose a response that beautifully aligns with your deepest goals and your truest values, a choice made with quiet grace. And now we will gently turn our attention to explore mindfulness in a little more soothing detail. To maintain a steady emotional regulation, it is truly nurturing to practice mindfulness, which is simply a gentle way of paying attention, fully present in the here and now. It is about allowing thoughts and feelings to flow without letting them completely take over our inner space. This book lovingly provides easy to implement mindfulness practices, simple moments you can weave into your everyday life to become more gently self-aware and less reactive ACVE to the ebb and flow of your feelings. This beautiful practice of being attentive can softly help you gather the quiet composure and serene perspective you need to face any obstacle with a calm and steady heart. Another wonderfully effective and gentle method for softly dealing with our emotions involves simple breathing exercises. You see, when stress visits, our physiological response often leads us to unconsciously tighten up and breathe more shallowly, which in turn can make us feel even more anxious and unsettled. To lovingly help you respond with thoughtfulness, to gently reduce the weight of stress, and to softly relax your precious nervous system, this book will tenderly guide you through easy, calming breathing exercises. This gentle book also softly explores the quiet importance of understanding the deepest root causes of your emotional reactions. Quite often, our most intense and powerful reactions are tenderly tied to unresolved issues or echoes from past experiences. By gently identifying these underlying triggers, these hidden threads, you can lovingly address them directly, softly reducing the power they might hold over your present emotions. This book thoughtfully provides comforting exercises for uncovering and healing these delicate emotional wounds, allowing your heart and mind to respond more calmly and rationally as you move gently into the future. Within the power of not reacting, you will also find gentle stories of genuine people, souls who have quietly mastered the beautiful art of emotional regulation. As you softly listen to their heartfelt experiences, your eyes will gently open to the profound value of emotional mastery, tenderly encouraging you to weave these precious lessons into the very fabric of your own daily life. You will gently discover that your relationships, the choices you lovingly make, and indeed the overall quality of your precious life will all be beautifully enhanced as you learn to gently control your emotions, allowing a deeper sense of peace to bloom. This gentle ability to lovingly manage your emotions is a precious gift you already possess, residing quietly within you. So please keep that tender truth in your heart as you softly set out on this path. A life filled with serene calm, beautiful clarity, and profound meaning may gently unfold for you as you master this peaceful art of non-impulsive response. Welcome, dear one, to the power of not reacting, how to control your emotions. Let us embark on this wonderfully life-altering adventure, walking side by side, and together we shall softly discover the deep and quiet power that truly comes from being in gentle control of our own emotions. Take a soft breath and imagine truly being in gentle control of your emotions, not allowing moments of anger, frustration, or even deep sadness to dictate your precious responses. This journey is not merely about suppressing emotions, but rather about tenderly understanding them, softly regulating them, and then wisely choosing how to express them. Perhaps you have found yourself in situations where an impulsive reaction led to later regret. But what if, instead, you could lovingly train yourself to respond with grace rather than simply react, to find a deep calm even amidst the gentle currents of chaos that sometimes swirl around you? Within these moments we share, we will softly delve into a methodical approach, exploring how non-reaction can become a gentle, powerful tool for your emotional regulation. This offers a fresh, calming viewpoint on this profound subject. Are you, my dear listener, prepared to gently embrace this truly life-altering adventure? We have noticed with a warm heart that many of you, perhaps as much as 69%, who lovingly listen to our videos have not yet had the chance to subscribe to this channel. If you feel gently moved to do so, please consider offering your kind support by softly hitting the subscribe button and sharing a gentle like for this video. Your presence and encouragement are a true inspiration, helping us to lovingly create even more content for you, our cherished listener. Chapter 1, Understanding Emotional Triggers. Have you ever softly pondered why certain situations or gentle comments seem to instantly awaken feelings of anger, sadness, or a quiet anxiety within you? Please know, dear listener, you are most certainly not alone in this experience. These sudden, often powerful emotional reactions are frequently brought forth by what we gently refer to as emotional triggers. And softly understanding these triggers, these delicate awakening points, truly is the very first step toward gently gaining a peaceful sense of control over your reactions. Emotional triggers are, in their gentle essence, like tender sparks. They are specific events, quiet conversations, or to perhaps even certain people that can gently ignite intense, sometimes quite overwhelming emotions deep within our being. They are profoundly personal, often softly intertwined with echoes of past experiences or deeply ingrained beliefs we hold about ourselves and the peaceful world that surrounds us. For instance, if your school days held memories of being gently bullied, a seemingly casual offhand remark from a colleague might softly trigger a delicate dance of insecurity and fear within you. Or perhaps, if you have grown up with the quiet feeling of being overlooked, then being unnoticed in a conversation could gently awaken feelings of anger or a soft resentment. However, it is truly important to softly remember that these emotions are not always, not necessarily, a true reflection of the present moment or the reality unfolding before you. Instead, they are often like soft echoes, gentle whispers from past experiences echoing through your current emotional landscape. Gently recognizing this profound truth can bring an incredibly freeing sensation to your heart. It can softly help you to understand that in those moments you are not truly reacting to the situation as it stands now, but rather you are softly responding to a delicate memory or a quiet, lingering fear from times gone by. Understanding your emotional triggers, dear listener, is not about softly placing blame upon anyone else. No, it is a gentle journey inward, about gaining a deeper insight into your own unique emotional landscape, a landscape as vast and beautiful as a quiet night sky. By becoming softly aware of what gently sets you off, what awakens those feelings, you can begin to tenderly take control of your reactions. You can start to choose with quiet intention how you wish to respond to your triggers rather than feeling as though you are helplessly at their mercy. When you find yourself gently touched by emotional triggers, it is vitally important to softly understand your default response. This initial reaction, you see, often arises quite automatically, like a gentle breeze, and can sometimes softly cloud your precious ability to react with true thoughtfulness. This ingrained response, woven into the fabric of your behavior over the quiet passage of time, is your go-to reaction when confronted with stressors or moments of confrontation. It is often that quick, split-second decision you make, almost without thinking, simply as a gentle consequence of feeling emotional. It is truly essential to softly recognize that these default responses, these gentle habits, are not inherently good or inherently bad. They are, quite simply, your conditioned reactions, tender patterns learned over time, and with gentle intention, they can indeed be softly changed. However, to lovingly embrace such a change, you must first, with quiet curiosity, identify what these gentle responses truly are. Do you find yourself quick to anger, like a sudden burst of warmth? Or perhaps you gently retreat into a quiet silence? Is it possible that you become overly pleasing to others, or maybe you instantly deflect and softly place blame elsewhere? The very first gentle step in this exploration is to calmly pinpoint your automatic reactions, these quiet responses that arise so naturally. To gently identify your default response, you will need to do a soft journey of introspection, a quiet look within. Take a moment to gently reflect on past situations where your emotions felt heightened, perhaps like a gentle tide. What was your immediate soft reaction? Did your voice gently rise? Did you quietly withdraw? Or perhaps did a soft cascade of tears begin to fall? Remember, dear one, there is no right or wrong answer here, no judgment to be found. The true and gentle goal is pure understanding, a soft light of awareness. It is truly important not to judge yourself gently during this tender process. You are not a bad person for reacting in the way that you do. These responses have, in their own quiet way, likely served you in some fashion, perhaps as a gentle, protective measure, but by softly identifying them, you lovingly open a door to gaining even more gentle control over your emotional reactions as you move forward. It is indeed a vital and tender step in harnessing the profound power of not reacting. Chapter 2. Recognizing the physiological response. As you gently allow yourself to plunge a little deeper into the quiet currents of your emotional responses, you will softly begin to notice the delicate physical signs that often accompany them. These signs offer a beautiful, quiet insight into this automatic process of our being. These physiological responses might gently include a quickening of your heart's rhythm, a softer, more shallow way of breathing, or perhaps even a subtle sense of unease that settles gently in your stomach. It is vitally important to softly understand that these physical reactions are not merely random occurrences like gentle passing clouds. No, they are your body's tender way of quietly signaling that something is gently stirring emotionally within your being. Gently recognizing these subtle bodily cues is much like learning a beautiful new language, a quiet language of self-awareness. It may not always feel easy at first, but dear one, it is profoundly worth every soft moment of effort. In the beginning, You might softly find yourself struggling a little to gently differentiate between the various physiological responses that accompany different emotions. Please do not despair, for this too is a gentle and unfolding process. Lovingly encourage yourself to remain patient and beautifully curious, for as you begin to softly understand your body's unique responses, you will be lovingly armed with the quiet knowledge you need to manage your reactions with greater tenderness and wisdom. This delicate phase of recognition is not about judgment, not about criticism. Instead, it is purely about gentle observation, like watching a quiet stream flow. As you become more softly familiar with your body's subtle reactions, you will begin to develop a heightened sense of awareness, a quiet knowing that can be both deeply enlightening and wonderfully empowering. You will gently start realizing that an accelerated heartbeat might not solely be a whisper of fear, it could perhaps be the gentle flutter of excitement too. Or that soft lump pump, that gentle thrumming in your stomach might not be about apprehension, it could just as softly be the sweet stirrings of anticipation. Chapter 3, Creating a Pause Button. Lovingly harnessing the gentle power of a mental pause button can truly become your most cherished ally in the art of managing emotional reactions. This pause button, you see, is not a physical object you can hold, but rather a beautiful mental construct, a quiet space that you can gently create, softly modify, and lovingly use to your deepest advantage. It is all about carefully crafting a momentary, gentle break, a quiet space, and the natural chain of thoughts or emotions that might otherwise swiftly lead you to an instant, often unconsidered reaction. Gently picture this pause button as a softly appearing stop sign, one that lovingly pops up in the quiet landscape of your mind when you begin to feel overwhelmed or find yourself becoming reactive. It serves as your brain's gentle cue, a soft invitation to simply stop, to take a quiet moment, and to tenderly reassess the unfolding situation. This may seem like a beautifully simple concept, yet as we softly know, it is often easier to speak of than to gently do. Please do not be disheartened if you find it challenging to pause as your emotions begin to flare. This too is a gentle skill that takes both time and loving practice to master fully. When you first gently begin to use your pause button, you may find that you only manage to catch yourself after a reaction has already softly unfolded. And dear one, that is perfectly okay. The truly important thing is that you are lovingly becoming more aware of your emotional responses, and you are beginning to gently question them. With the quiet passage of time and continued gentle practice, you will become wonderfully adept at softly hitting that pause button just before you react. Gentle breathing techniques can offer a soothing balm, helping to calm both your mind and your body, especially in those delicate moments when you feel yourself on the very verge of an emotional reaction. This is not magic, dear listener, but rather the quiet wisdom of science. Your breath is intimately connected to your nervous system, a delicate dance within. By gently guiding and manipulating your breath, you hold the soft power to shift your very emotional state. Let us now softly explore a wonderfully popular technique known as the 4-7-8 breathing method. This gentle technique involves softly inhaling for a count of 4 seconds, then tenderly holding that breath for 7 seconds, and finally slowly exhaling for a peaceful count of 8 seconds. By consciously engaging in this rhythmic breathing, you are lovingly drawing in more oxygen and gently stimulating your parasympathetic nervous system, the quiet part of your being that beautifully promotes a profound state of calmness. You see, when you find yourself in an emotionally charged state, your precious body often instinctively shifts into a fight ORF flight mode. Your breathing can become shallow and quick, gently clouding your clear judgment. But by consciously and gently changing your breathing pattern, you are, in essence, softly reversing these physical reactions, granting yourself the beautiful chance to think with clarity and to respond with grace, rather than simply reacting impulsively. The more lovingly you practice these gentle breathing techniques, the more naturally they will become a part of your being. Eventually, you will softly find yourself using them quite instinctively, almost without a second thought, whenever you encounter a challenging situation. So the next time you feel the gentle heat of anger beginning to rise, or the soft sting of hurt in your heart, simply pause, take a deep, soothing breath, and lovingly regain your inner control. It is a small, quiet step, but a profoundly crucial one on your gentle journey towards emotional mastery. These beautiful breathing techniques offer yet another tender layer of peaceful control over your emotions, and truly, dear one, that is the essence of the power of not reacting. Chapter 4, Mindfulness in Everyday Life. Gently weaving mindfulness into the quiet rhythm of your daily routine can truly and profoundly transform the very way you softly respond to life's gentle ups and downs. This makes it an absolutely vital and comforting tool within your emotional control toolkit. It is not solely about quiet meditation or the peaceful flow of yoga. No, dear one. It is about simply being present, fully present in each precious moment and softly observing your thoughts and feelings as they arise without any hint of judgment, just gentle awareness. Consider, for example, those gentle moments when you're sharing a conversation. Are you truly, genuinely listening, allowing the words to softly settle, or are you perhaps subtly waiting for your own turn to speak? By lovingly paying full, undivided attention to what the other person is softly saying, you are, in essence, practicing mindfulness in its most beautiful form. In these moments, you are not reacting impulsively, but rather you are thoughtfully and constructively responding with a gentle heart. This wonderfully simple act can quietly go a very long way in tenderly improving your relationships and softly reducing the currents of stress in your life. The very same gentle principle applies when you are eating your meals. Rather than simply mindlessly munching away, try instead to softly savor each and every bite. Gently notice the delicate texture, the rich taste, the inviting aroma. By consciously doing so, you are not only beautifully enhancing your dining experience, but you are also softly promoting better digestion and lovingly preventing the habit of overeating, fostering a kinder relationship with your body. Mindfulness, in its beautiful simplicity, can also be tenderly practiced during even the most routine of daily activities, like softly washing dishes, gently brushing your teeth, or even during a peaceful walk. Instead of allowing your mind to simply wander, gently focus on the subtle sensation of the warm water on your hands, the soft touch of the bristles against your gums, or the quiet feeling of the ground beneath your feet. This gentle practice can bring a profound sense of peace and calm to your heart, making you less reactive to the various external circumstances that gently arise. Chapter 5, Developing Self-Awareness Skills. Building gently upon the beautiful foundation of mindfulness, the tender development of self-awareness skills emerges as an integral and precious part of learning to manage your reactions and lovingly cultivate a more balanced and harmonious life. It is about softly becoming the quiet observer of your very own thoughts, your delicate emotions, and your subtle behaviors. This gentle self-observation is not about judgment or harsh criticism. No, dear one, it is rather gentle and deeply compassionate inquiry into your own intricate inner workings, a loving exploration of your truest self. As you lovingly practice self-awareness, you will begin to gently notice patterns emerging, like soft footprints in the sand. Perhaps you observe that you react sharply when you're feeling tired, or that a quiet anxiety settles more deeply when you're hungry. These delicate observations are like precious windows into your behavior, offering beautiful opportunities to understand your subtle triggers and to lovingly cultivate a more balanced and peaceful response. It is not about suppressing your reactions, but rather about learning to gently navigate them with greater wisdom and effectiveness. The gentle path of developing self-awareness also beautifully means acknowledging your inherent strengths and your tender weaknesses. It calls for a quiet honesty and a soft courage to gently face your limitations. Yet, it is precisely through this loving acknowledgement that you can begin to make meaningful changes, to grow beautifully, and to develop a life that feels more balanced, more serene, and deeply satisfying. Developing self-awareness is a gentle skill, dear one, and like any precious skill, it flourishes with consistent loving practice. It is a profound journey of self-discovery that, while sometimes challenging, is also incredibly, wonderfully rewarding. At times, having an objective and deeply empathetic listener, such as a compassionate counselor or a gentle coach, can provide invaluable insights and tender guidance along your unique path. As we gently traverse the vast and beautiful sea of emotions, the acts of softly labeling and lovingly accepting them become a truly crucial step in tenderly managing our reactions. It is not simply about identifying your emotions, but also about gently acknowledging them, every single one, even those that feel a little uncomfortable. This gentle process lovingly allows you to deeply understand your emotional patterns and their subtle triggers, thereby gracefully gaining a deeper sense of control over your precious reactions. The very first gentle thing to do is to softly recognize your emotions as they tenderly arrive. Are you feeling a quiet anger, a gentle sadness, a soft frustration, or perhaps a hint of anxiety? Please do not shy away from these delicate feelings. Instead, lovingly name them, whisper them softly aloud, or gently jot them down. This beautiful act of labeling creates a peaceful psychological distance between you and the emotion, enabling you to simply observe it rather than being completely consumed by its gentle current. A beautiful acceptance gently follows this act of labeling. Acceptance, dear one, does not mean a quiet resignation or a soft complacency. Rather, it is about lovingly acknowledging that these emotions are a natural, intrinsic part of who you are, and that they each serve a gentle purpose. They are like soft signals, tender whispers, telling you something important about your environment, your current situation, or your deepest inner state. Gently recognizing that your emotions, even those that feel negative, hold a valid reason for their presence helps you to softly accept them with an open heart. Remember, dear listener, lovingly accepting your emotions does not by any means imply that you must act upon them. You are gracefully allowed to feel a gentle anger without lashing out, to feel a quiet sadness without sinking into despair. Acceptance simply and beautifully provides the clarity, the soft light to truly understand these feelings, thereby gently lessening the power they might hold over your precious reactions. It is a tender gift of insight, allowing for peaceful discernment. The gentle art of labeling and accepting emotions is a skill that blossoms with loving practice. But with the soft passage of time and patient perseverance, you will discover that this beautiful process can lead to profound personal growth and a wonderfully improved emotional control. It truly is a pivotal and tender step in harnessing the deep, quiet power of not reacting. Chapter 6, Reframing Negative Thoughts. After lovingly mastering the gentle art of labeling and accepting your emotions, the time softly arrives to tenderly embrace another essential skill, that of reframing your negative thoughts. This beautiful mental exercise kindly asks you to consciously choose a positive or a neutral interpretation rather than immediately settling for a negative one. It is about gracefully transforming your perspective, learning to see situations from a slightly different, more empowering angle, like seeing new colors in a familiar sunset. Consider this gentle scenario. You find yourself softly stuck in traffic, and you realize you are late for a meeting. A wave of frustration gently surges, and perhaps your thoughts whisper, "This always happens to me. Why do I have such bad luck?" This, dear one, is a negative thought process that can easily begin to spiral, gently leading to heightened stress and a quiet anxiety. However, by lovingly reframing, you might instead softly think, this gentle pause in traffic gives me a quiet moment to relax and listen to my favorite podcast before the meeting begins." It is a shift, a soft turning of the mind. Reframing, dear listener, is not about softly denying reality or gently avoiding any negativity. No, it is about lovingly widening your viewpoint, acknowledging with an open heart the existence of many different perspectives, and then gently choosing the one that softly serves your highest good. Negativity can sometimes softly limit your beautiful potential and quite gently rob you of the pure joy in your life. By thoughtfully reframing, you are not only gently changing your thoughts, but also softly transforming your emotional response to two situations. Often the world around us is not simply as we see it, but rather as we tenderly interpret it. Reframing beautifully provides a gentle way to softly shift that interpretation to a more positive or a wonderfully neutral one, which can be incredibly liberating for your spirit. It is about gently controlling what you lovingly can, your thoughts and your emotions, and softly letting go of what you truly cannot. This, my dear one, is the true and quiet power of not reacting, and it is a gentle skill that can profoundly improve your emotional well-being, bringing a deeper sense of peace. Chapter 7, Practicing Empathy and Compassion. while lovingly mastering the gentle art of reframing your negative thoughts grants you a beautiful sense of control over your own emotions. The peaceful practice of empathy and compassion allows you to softly extend that control and deep understanding outwards into how you respond to the delicate emotions of others. These twin virtues, empathy and compassion, are truly like quiet gateways to emotional intelligence, gently enabling you to connect with others on a deeper, more heartfelt level. Empathy, dear one, the gentle ability to softly understand and to share the tender feelings of others, is not simply an innate skill we are born with. No, it is something beautiful you can lovingly develop, much like a muscle grows stronger with gentle exercise. Begin by actively and gently listening when someone shares their feelings. Do not just hear the spoken words, rather listen for the quiet emotions that gently reside behind them. Softly validate those emotions, offering them a gentle space even if you might not feel the exact same way in that particular situation. Remember, it is not about you in that moment. It is lovingly about them, their heartfelt experience. Compassion, on the other hand, gently takes us a soft step further. It is not just about tenderly understanding someone's pain, but also feeling a quiet desire, wanting to alleviate it, to offer a comforting presence, to lovingly cultivate compassion. Try to softly place yourself in the other person's shoes. Gently imagine what it must feel like to be them, to experience their pain, their joy, their frustration, all their tender feelings. It is truly essential to softly remember that practicing empathy and compassion does not mean you are lovingly responsible for fixing others' emotions. No, dear one. Your beautiful role is simply to understand, to validate, and to softly share in their emotional experience. This gentle practice can beautifully help you to respond with grace rather than simply reacting to emotional situations, thereby giving you a greater, more peaceful control over your own emotions and your gentle interactions with the world. Chapter 8. Taking Responsibility for Reactions. In your quiet and beautiful journey towards emotional intelligence, lovingly owning your reactions emerges as a truly critical step. This gentle act empowers you to softly manage not only your emotions themselves, but also the tender way in which you choose to express them. Gently recognizing that you are the sole keeper, in control of your reactions, not the unfolding situation nor the person who might have softly triggered them, is the golden key to developing a deep and lasting emotional stability. This is a vital necessity, dear one, and truly, it is a journey profoundly worth taking. Take a gentle moment to softly think about your usual reactions when different situations arise. Are these reactions truly serving your highest good, or are they perhaps gently leading you astray? Often, we find ourselves reacting impulsively, driven by instinct or deeply ingrained habit, without pausing to consider whether our response will be beneficial or perhaps a little destructive. But you, dear one, possess the gentle power to softly change this. By lovingly acknowledging that your reactions are indeed your own responsibility, you can begin to choose responses that beautifully align with your deepest values and your most cherished goals, creating a more harmonious inner world. This gentle practice does not mean suppressing your emotions, pushing them away. No, it is about tenderly understanding them, softly processing them, and then gently deciding how best to express them with grace. It is about lovingly learning to pause, to create a quiet breath before reacting, a sacred gap where true choice beautifully resides. This gentle pause lovingly allows you to respond with intention rather than simply react, to choose a soft understanding over quick judgment and a patient, steady heart over fleeting frustration. Lovingly taking responsibility for your reactions also beautifully involves accepting the gentle consequences of your actions. If your reactions have in their unfolding caused any gentle harm, then making amends becomes truly crucial, and making amends where possible. This gentle act not only helps to softly mend relationships, but it also tenderly reinforces your heartfelt commitment to your own beautiful self-improvement, fostering a deeper sense of peace within. Chapter 9. Building Emotional Resilience. Ooh, building emotional resilience, dear one. This beautiful inner armor against life's gentle challenges lovingly requires a deep and quiet understanding of your emotions and a tender commitment to gently navigate through them rather than attempting to bypass them. It is about softly developing a robust emotional immune system, one that can lovingly withstand the gentle currents of stress, adversity, and hardship. This gentle ability to softly bounce back and to tenderly recover from emotional setbacks is truly vital for maintaining your serene mental health and your overall precious well-being. Firstly, let us gently recognize that emotional resilience is not about softly avoiding or suppressing your tender feelings. On the contrary, it is about lovingly acknowledging them, softly understanding their quiet origins, and then learning with gentle grace how to manage them effectively. You may not be able to control the powerful waves that sometimes arise, dear one, but you can, with quiet practice, learn how to gently surf them. Secondly, emotional resilience is also about a gentle flexibility and a soft adaptability. Life, in its beautiful unfolding, does not always go exactly as planned. And dear one, that is perfectly okay. What truly matters is how you softly react to these unexpected, gentle changes. Can you lovingly adapt? Can you gently adjust? And can you find a peaceful way to thrive, even when things do not quite go your way? Finally, lovingly building emotional resilience also tenderly involves cultivating a positive mindset. This does not mean you must feel cheerful all of the time, dear one. No, it means you are gently able to hold on to a quiet hope and a soft optimism even when faced with adversity. It is about softly focusing your precious energy on what you can gently control and then lovingly letting go of what you cannot, releasing it like a feather on the breeze. Chapter 10. Learning to forgive quickly. Another key and wonderfully gentle strategy in softly bolstering your emotional resilience is the profound art of learning to forgive quickly. This is a step that is often challenging for the heart, yet it is incredibly beautifully liberating. It is not about gently dismissing a wrong or pretending that something did not cause pain. No, dear one, it is about lovingly freeing yourself from the heavy burden of resentment and anger that can so deeply weigh you down. When you hold on to grudges, you are not truly punishing the other person. Rather, you are, with a gentle sadness, punishing your own precious self. Your mind can become like a quiet battleground of negative emotions, softly draining your vital energy and focus. But when you lovingly choose to forgive, you gracefully regain your inner control. You are not forgiving for their sake, but truly for your own deep peace of mind. To gently master the art of forgiveness, begin by softly acknowledging the hurt that has been felt. It is truly okay to feel wronged, dear one. It is a natural, gentle reaction of the human heart, but please do not let these feelings quietly fester. Instead, tenderly reflect on the situation objectively, allowing your thoughts to be clear without letting emotions softly cloud your gentle judgment. Ask yourself with quiet honesty, is holding on to this grudge benefiting you in any meaningful way? Then, with a peaceful heart, make a conscious decision to lovingly let go. It is not always easy, and it does not simply happen overnight. It is a gentle and unfolding process. Softly remind yourself that everyone, every soul makes mistakes, including your own precious self. Understanding this tender truth can make forgiveness feel less like a concession and more like a beautiful, heartfelt gift of kindness to your own being. Lastly, gently practice empathy. Try to softly see things from their unique perspective, like viewing a landscape from a different hill. This does not mean you are justifying their actions, but merely understanding them with a quiet heart. This gentle shift in perspective can be a powerful and tender catalyst for forgiveness, allowing healing to softly bloom. Chapter 11. Letting go of ego and pride. Softly shedding the weight of your ego and pride can truly and profoundly transform your emotional landscape, making you more gently receptive, deeply empathetic, and wonderfully resilient. Ego and pride often serve as a kind of protective armor, a gentle shield, defending against perceived threats and delicate vulnerabilities. However, they can also quite gently become subtle barriers, lovingly preventing you from acknowledging your own soft mistakes and obstructing your beautiful ability to connect with others on a deeper, more heartfelt level. Letting go of ego and pride is not about softly denying your inherent self-worth or your beautiful potential. It is about tenderly establishing a healthier, more balanced perspective of your precious self in gentle relation to others. It is about quietly recognizing that you are not always perfectly right, that you are not infallible, and that it is truly okay to be vulnerable and sometimes to be softly wrong. You are human, dear one, after all, a beautifully unfolding being. Begin this gentle practice by becoming more softly self-aware. Lovingly notice when your ego or pride seems to be taking gentle control of your reactions. Are you softly defending yourself unnecessarily? Are you gently refusing to accept feedback or quiet criticism? Are you perhaps insisting on having the last word in a gentle conversation? These subtle cues are clear indicators, like soft whispers, that your ego and pride have gently settled into the driver's seat. Next, softly cultivate humility. Humility is not about being meek or submissive, dear one, but rather about lovingly recognizing your own gentle place in the grand and beautiful scheme of all things. You are important, deeply so, but know that so is everyone else. Your gentle opinions matter, but so, too, do the tender opinions of others, all woven into life's rich tapestry. Finally, lovingly practice empathy. Gently put yourself in others' shoes and truly try to understand their unique perspectives. This gentle act can beautifully help you become less defensive and more softly open to the many different viewpoints that life offers, like opening a window to a gentle breeze. Letting go of ego and pride is a continuous and flowing journey, dear one, not a single, one-time event. It lovingly requires patience, a quiet humility, and most importantly, a soft willingness to gently embrace change. But the beautiful rewards, improved relationships, a deeper, more peaceful self-control, and an increased emotional intelligence make this gentle effort profoundly worthwhile, nurturing your spirit. Chapter 12. Cultivating Gratitude. Daily in your tender journey towards emotional tranquility, dear listener, cultivating gratitude daily blossoms into an invaluable tool. It can dramatically and beautifully enhance your entire outlook on life. It is not just about softly saying thank you more often. No, it is about truly, deeply feeling thankful for all the big and all the small precious things that lovingly make up your unique existence. This gentle appreciation can softly create a comforting buffer against negative emotions and sudden reactions, thereby helping you to gracefully gain control over your emotional responses. Lovingly having gratitude does not mean gently ignoring the negative aspects of life. Instead, it is about softly finding a delicate balance and quietly acknowledging that even unpleasant experiences can hold valuable and tender lessons. When you are gently faced with difficulties, try to softly find something, however small, that you can be grateful for amidst the gentle currents of chaos. This tender shift in perspective can beautifully help you approach challenges with a more positive mindset, softly reducing the likelihood of those quick, knee-jerk emotional reactions. To lovingly cultivate gratitude, it is wonderfully helpful to make it a gentle, daily practice. You might wish to keep a quiet gratitude journal, a soft space where you gently jot down a few things each day that you are truly thankful for. Over time, you will beautifully find that this tender practice helps you to naturally begin noticing the positive aspects of your precious life. You are not just softly jotting down words, you are lovingly rewiring your brain, gently encouraging it to focus on the good instead of quietly dwelling on the less joyful, slowly creating new pathways. Chapter 13. Improving Communication Skills. Mastering the gentle art of communication can substantially and beautifully enhance your ability to maintain a serene emotional balance and to lovingly foster truly healthy relationships. This precious skill is not simply innate, dear one, but it is something beautiful you can lovingly cultivate and gently refine over the quiet passage of time. It lovingly requires a certain gentle degree of self-awareness, a soft empathy, and a peaceful patience. Firstly, the gentle cornerstone of truly effective communication softly lies in active listening. It is about truly hearing what the other person is softly saying, allowing their words to settle rather than simply waiting for your own turn to speak. This beautiful act showcases a deep respect and a tender acknowledgement, which can lovingly pave the way for open and honest dialogue, like a gentle stream flowing freely. Secondly, you should gently aim to express your feelings and ideas with clarity and assertiveness, but never, dear one, with aggression. This gentle distinction is vitally important. Assertiveness lovingly involves standing up for your own rights without gently violating the rights of others, while aggression often disregards the delicate feelings and needs of others. Your words carry a gentle weight, so lovingly choose them with quiet wisdom and intention. Furthermore, nonverbal communication can be just as, if not more, profoundly important as the words you actually speak. Your gentle body language, your soft facial expressions, and the quiet tone of your voice all softly send signals about your emotional state. Lovingly seek to verify that these gentle cues beautifully align with your verbal messages, creating a harmonious message. Finally, gently remember that communication is not a single, one-off event. No, it is a beautiful, ongoing process that softly flourishes with regular, loving practice. Be gently open to feedback, and please do not be afraid to softly admit when you are wrong. And this tender act shows a beautiful maturity and a gentle willingness to grow, which can lovingly strengthen your relationships and help you to control your emotions with greater effectiveness. In the end, dear one, remember that lovingly improving your communication skills is a gentle journey, not a final destination. The more patiently you practice, the better you will softly become. So keep at it with a gentle heart, and you will beautifully reap the rewards in time, like a gentle harvest. Chapter 14. De-escalating conflicts. Effectively, when conflicts softly arise, as they inevitably will in life's gentle dance, your beautiful ability to de-escalate the situation effectively can substantially and peacefully impact the outcome. De-escalation, dear one, is not about winning or losing a gentle battle. No, it is about lovingly transforming a potentially volatile situation into a more manageable and serene one, like calming a restless stream. The very first gentle step is to lovingly remain calm. Easier said than gently done, perhaps. However, your quiet calmness can often softly influence the emotions of the other person. Remember, dear one, emotions are beautifully contagious. If you remain composed and steady, you are subtly and gently encouraging the other person to softly match your peaceful emotional state, creating a harmonious resonance. Next, gently listen attentively with an open heart. It is quite easy to get lost in our own thoughts during a conflict, but try with gentle intention to softly focus on the other person's words. Show them empathy, dear one, not judgment. By gently doing so, you lovingly validate their emotions and beautifully demonstrate your sincere willingness to understand their unique perspective, which can profoundly help to softly cool the situation like a gentle evening breeze. Then gently use non-confrontational language. Lovingly avoid absolutes like words such as always or never, which can gently escalate tension. Instead, softly use I statements to express your feelings without gently blaming the other person. For instance, you might softly say, I feel upset when, instead of, you always, finally with a gentle heart, suggest some possible solutions. If the other party softly sees that you are truly committed to resolving the conflict rather than prolonging it, they are more likely to gently cooperate. Yet it is truly essential to softly remember that the gentle goal of de-escalation is not necessarily to resolve the conflict right away, but rather to tenderly prevent it from escalating further, creating a quiet space for resolution. Mastering these gentle de-escalation techniques is a key and precious part of harnessing the profound power of not reacting. Remember, dear one, it is not about softly suppressing your emotions, but rather about lovingly and effectively managing them to foster truly healthier and more harmonious interactions in your life. Chapter 15. Setting Healthy Boundaries. As we gently traverse through life's many beautiful complexities, it is truly essential for you to softly set healthy boundaries. These are gentle, loving lines that respectfully honor your emotional, physical, and mental well-being. Setting boundaries is not about building impenetrable walls or shutting others out. Instead, dear one, it is about lovingly creating a sacred space where you feel genuinely safe, deeply valued, and truly understood. Gently imagine boundaries as soft, invisible lines that you lovingly draw around your precious self. These tender lines define your personal space and softly dictate how you allow others to gently treat you. They beautifully outline your deepest values, your gentle expectations, and your quiet limits. When these boundaries are effectively and softly set, they can beautifully bolster your self-esteem, your sense of gentle freedom, and your unique individuality. The gentle journey of developing these beautiful boundaries begins with self-awareness. You lovingly need to understand your own feelings, your quiet needs, and your deepest values. It is about gently knowing what you can patiently tolerate and lovingly accept, and what makes you feel a little uncomfortable or softly stressed. Once you have gently identified these, communicate them assertively with a calm and clear voice. Be clear, yet compassionate, and remember, dear one, it is truly okay to gently say no. It is also profoundly crucial to respectfully honor other people's boundaries. Understanding and lovingly accepting that others have their own gentle limits fosters a beautiful mutual respect and a soft empathy. It is, you see, a wonderfully two-way street. Setting boundaries can sometimes feel hard, especially if you're not used to it. You might softly fear rejection or a gentle confrontation. But remember, dear one, setting boundaries is a beautiful sign of self-respect. It is about lovingly prioritizing your own well-being over simply pleasing others, a true act of kindness to yourself. Chapter 16. Managing stress and anxiety. While softly setting healthy boundaries is a key and gentle step towards nurturing self-care, lovingly learning to manage stress and anxiety also plays a vital and profound role in maintaining your overall precious well-being. Stress and anxiety can at times feel quite overwhelming, and if left unmanaged, they can gently lead to various physical and mental health issues, softly unsettling your inner calm. One wonderfully effective and gentle way to softly manage stress and anxiety is through the beautiful practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness lovingly allows you to stay present in the quiet moment rather than softly dwelling on past regrets or future apprehensions. It is about gently recognizing your feelings without any judgment and calmly acknowledging them, instead of reacting impulsively, creating a peaceful space within. Healthy lifestyle choices can dramatically and beautifully reduce both stress and anxiety levels. Regular physical activity gently releases endorphins, which are our body's natural, lovely mood boosters. Proper nutrition lovingly fuels your body and mind, while adequate, restful sleep peacefully provides the quiet rest they need to function at their very best, nurturing your whole being. Your gentle mindset also plays a beautifully important role. It is often not the circumstances themselves that softly cause stress and anxiety, but rather your delicate perception of them. By lovingly reframing negative thoughts into positive ones, you can dramatically and beautifully reduce these feelings. Instead of viewing challenging situations as difficult problems, softly see them as quiet opportunities for profound growth, like a seed gently sprouting. Lastly, please, dear one, do not hesitate to softly seek professional help if stress and anxiety become too overwhelming. Gentle therapists and compassionate counselors are there to lovingly provide support and to softly teach comforting coping strategies. Remember, it is perfectly fine to gently ask for help, and it is a beautiful sign of strength, not weakness. Lovingly managing stress and anxiety is a gentle journey, not a final destination. It is about continuous learning and adapting with a quiet grace. With these tender strategies, you are lovingly taking precious steps towards a healthier, happier you, slowly unfolding into your truest self. Chapter 17, Developing Patience and Tolerance. Often, dear listener, you will gently find that lovingly developing patience and tolerance is as profoundly essential to your well-being as the peaceful managing of stress and anxiety. These gentle qualities are not about softly suppressing your emotions, but rather about tenderly understanding them and choosing with quiet grace not to let them control your inner landscape. It is about lovingly acknowledging that while you cannot control every single thing around you, you can, with a gentle heart, control how you softly react to it. Lovingly developing patience requires a deep and quiet understanding that things, in their beautiful way, take time to unfold. You cannot rush personal growth, nor can you hurry healing or gentle change. It is not simply about waiting, but actively understanding and lovingly accepting the natural time it takes for things to softly happen. And that, dear one, is where tolerance gently enters. It is about lovingly accepting that not everything will always go precisely your way, and with a gentle heart knowing that is truly okay. It is about embracing the soft discomfort of the unknown, like a gentle fog, and not letting it provoke you into impulsive, unconsidered reactions. How, you might softly ask, do you develop these beautiful qualities? Begin by lovingly acknowledging your feelings. When you find yourself feeling impatient or perhaps a little intolerant, do not ignore it or gently push it away. Instead, lovingly recognize it, softly label it, and then tenderly analyze it. What, you might ask, is gently causing these feelings? Why are you reacting in this particular way? This quiet awareness is the very first gentle step towards lovingly developing patience and tolerance, cultivating a deeper inner peace. Next, softly practice mindfulness. When you are fully and gently present in the quiet moment, not dwelling on echoes from the past or softly worrying about the future, you will find it becomes much easier to be patient and wonderfully tolerant. Mindfulness gently helps you recognize that your feelings are simply temporary, like passing clouds, and that reacting impulsively will not truly help in the long run, guiding you towards a calmer path. Chapter 18, Practicing Self-Compassion Regularly. In lovingly harnessing the profound power of not reacting, it is truly critical to practice self-compassion regularly. You lovingly need to understand that self-compassion is not merely about being kind to yourself. No, it is a vital and tender element for fostering emotional resilience and a beautiful mental well-being. Embracing self-compassion is like softly opening a gentle door to a healthier mental state, and practicing it regularly can fundamentally and peacefully change how you perceive and how you softly deal with life's gentle challenges. It is a loving act of understanding your emotions, gently acknowledging your pain, and softly responding to it with deep kindness and tender care. It is about truly loving yourself, dear one, flaws and all, as a complete and precious being. As you gently deepen your understanding of self-compassion, you will softly find that it is so much more than simply being kind to yourself. It is about lovingly recognizing that suffering and moments of personal inadequacy are a gentle, shared part of the vast human experience. You are not alone in your quiet struggles, dear one, and it is truly okay to be beautifully imperfect. When you find yourself gently struggling instead of softly criticizing yourself, try instead to lovingly offer the very same comfort and tender understanding you would so freely give to a cherished friend. This, dear one, is practicing self-compassion. It is not about ignoring your feelings or softly suppressing your pain. No, it is about lovingly allowing yourself to fully feel these emotions and providing a safe, gentle space for them to simply be. By gently practicing self-compassion on a regular basis, you are not merely being kind to your precious self. No, you are fundamentally and lovingly shaping a deep resilience and inner strength that can help you gently weather life's toughest storms. This is not just an abstract concept, dear one. It is a powerful, tangible tool that you can lovingly use to better manage your emotions and your reactions. When you are compassionate toward yourself, you are softly acknowledging that it is truly okay to be beautifully imperfect. You are lovingly allowing yourself to make mistakes without the gentle fear of harsh judgment. This beautiful practice can notably reduce your stress levels and lovingly boost your overall well-being, nurturing your spirit in a profound way. Self-compassion also softly fosters a deeper, more profound emotional understanding. It gently aids in recognizing your emotions without letting them completely control your inner landscape. You slowly become more emotionally intelligent, beautifully able to discern what you are feeling without immediately reacting. Moreover, it gently helps in lovingly building a healthy and harmonious relationship with your own precious self. It is truly important to remember, dear one, that the gentle relationship you lovingly cultivate with yourself sets the tone, the very quiet melody for all other relationships in your life. In essence, gently practicing self-compassion not only softly helps you maintain a balanced and serene emotional state, but it also beautifully enhances your ability to handle life's gentle ups and downs with greater grace. It is a powerful and comforting tool that, when used regularly and with quiet intention, can provide substantial and lasting benefits in your tender journey toward emotional mastery. To lovingly cultivate a regular and heartfelt practice of self-compassion, you will gently need to consciously integrate mindful and tender habits into the quiet rhythm of your daily life, habits that softly nurture kindness towards your own precious self. Start by setting aside a few quiet minutes each day to gently reflect on your thoughts and feelings. Lovingly recognize your imperfections and your soft mistakes as inherent and beautiful aspects of being human. It is truly okay to stumble, dear one. What is profoundly important is your gentle resilience to softly get back up again and again. Next, softly practice self-kindness. Gently speak to yourself as you would to a most dear and cherished friend. Replace any harsh self-criticism with a tender understanding and a loving encouragement. Remember, dear one, it is all right to feel pain or discomfort. These emotions are a natural part of life's gentle flow, and they do not define your inherent worth or your beautiful capabilities. Lastly, maintain a gently balanced perspective. Do not blow things out of proportion, nor softly belittle your own tender feelings. Lovingly acknowledge your emotions without judgment and simply let them pass naturally, like clouds drifting across the sky. Cultivating self-compassion is not about ignoring your struggles. No, it is rather about lovingly providing yourself the deep understanding and the gentle patience you need to navigate through them with quiet grace. Practicing self-compassion regularly is like gently honing a precious skill. It takes time and quiet persistence, but the rewards, dear one, are truly immense and beautiful. So please be patient with your precious self. Over time, you will softly notice a significant and peaceful shift in your emotional resilience and your overall well-being, blooming into a deeper sense of peace. Chapter 19, Overcoming Past Emotional Trauma. You may, dear one, softly carry some emotional baggage that has been tucked away, perhaps quietly hidden. Yet it is truly crucial to gently confront this, to truly harness the profound power of not reacting. This does not mean letting these past traumas consume your precious being. Instead, it is about tenderly understanding them, lovingly controlling your emotional responses to them, and ultimately finding a beautiful healing within your heart. Unraveling the tightly wound, delicate threads of past emotional trauma can at times feel like a formidable and heavy task. Yet it is an essential and gentle step in your quiet journey towards deep healing and beautiful self-discovery. It is not about digging up old wounds for the sake of pain, but rather to softly understand the gentle impact they have had on your emotional responses like echoes in a quiet hall. You are not your past, dear one, but your past can, in its own way, gently influence you. Understanding this tender truth is the golden key in softly unpacking your emotional baggage. Start by lovingly acknowledging that your emotions are valid, truly so, and that it is perfectly okay to feel the way you do. Your feelings are real, dear one, and they matter, deeply matter. Then gently identify the soft sources of your emotions, whether it is a past relationship, quiet family issues, or a tender, traumatic event. Gently pinning down the root cause, the hidden spring, is an important and loving part of this sacred process. Harnessing the gentle power of emotional control, it is beautifully possible to softly overcome the lingering shadows of past trauma, as we can lovingly turn these experiences into stepping stones, guiding you towards a stronger, healthier you. This, dear one, is not an overnight process. No, it lovingly requires patience, a quiet, self-aware awareness, and a firm, gentle commitment to deep healing. Your very first gentle step is to lovingly acknowledge your past traumas. Do not push them away or gently bury them deep down. Instead, softly face them head on, understand the pain they have caused, and with a gentle heart, accept that they have, in their own way, softly shaped you. Next, gently work on reframing your thoughts. It is quite easy to let past hurts softly define who you are, but remember, dear one, you are not merely a product of your suffering. No, you are so much more than that. A beautiful and vast being. Start by lovingly recognizing this tender fact, and slowly, gently, you will begin to see your precious self in a brand new, softer light, like the gentle dawn. Finally, lovingly practice emotional regulation. And this gently means not reacting instantly to emotional triggers. Instead, softly take a step back, breathe deeply and gently and tenderly analyze your feelings before gracefully responding. This gentle pause lovingly allows you to choose how to react instead of feeling completely controlled by your emotions, fostering a sense of inner peace. Healing through emotional control is a gentle journey, dear one, not a final destination. It is about growing, softly changing, and beautifully becoming the best version of your precious self. Remember, you are not alone in this tender process. You've got the gentle power to control your emotions and to lovingly heal from your past, unfolding into a brighter future. Chapter 20. Embracing imperfections and mistakes. You are not alone, dear one, in your gentle struggle to lovingly accept personal flaws and to softly overcome the fear of failure. No, it is a shared human experience, a beautiful journey marked by the quiet courage to tenderly confront our imperfections and our soft mistakes. Instead of reacting impulsively or defensively, gently embracing these aspects of ourselves rather than pushing them away, lovingly empowers us to grow, to learn, and to move forward with a deep resilience and quiet grace. Gently recognizing and lovingly accepting your personal flaws is not only a pivotal and tender step towards beautiful self-improvement, but it is also a powerful and quiet way to enhance your deep resilience in the face of life's gentle challenges. We all carry imperfections, dear one, and that is perfectly okay. You are not alone in the sacred journey of self-discovery and tender acceptance. It is a universal human experience. These flaws do not define your precious essence, but how you lovingly handle them can. By softly accepting your flaws, you are gently acknowledging that you are a beautiful work in progress, and that, dear one, is perfectly fine. You are lovingly allowing yourself to simply be human, to make mistakes, and to gently learn from them. It is a liberating and peaceful feeling that softly fosters personal growth, resilience, and a quiet emotional stability. By lovingly accepting your flaws, you are gently acknowledging that you are a beautiful work in progress and that, dear one, is perfectly fine. You are lovingly allowing yourself to simply be human, to make mistakes, and to gently learn from them. However, dear one, acceptance is not about a quiet complacency. It is not an excuse to softly stop pursuing beautiful improvement. No, it is about tenderly understanding your weaknesses without judgment or harsh self-criticism and lovingly using this gentle awareness to navigate your life with greater effectiveness and quiet grace. Let us gently acknowledge, dear one, that nobody is perfectly flawless, and everyone at some quiet point will softly encounter moments of perceived failure. But it is how you lovingly bounce back from these gentle setbacks that truly defines your deep strength and the beautiful character of your soul. Overcoming the quiet fear of failure gently begins with lovingly acknowledging that it is truly okay to stumble. It is a fundamental and precious part of learning and growing. Your fear of failure might softly stem from a deep-seated need for a perfect outcome. Remember, dear one, imperfection does not equate to inadequacy. It is a gentle and beautiful sign of simply being human. Instead of dreading mistakes, softly view them as gentle stepping stones to self-improvement. This beautiful mindset shift can gently disarm the fear, allowing you to approach tasks with a newfound and peaceful resilience. When you do softly encounter moments of failure, please do not wallow in self-pity or allow regret to gently consume you. Instead, lovingly reflect on what gently went wrong, tenderly extract the lessons, and then softly, peacefully let go. You are not defined by your failures, dear one, but by how you lovingly react to them. Embrace your imperfections and your soft mistakes. They are not signs of weakness, but beautiful evidence of your courage to gently step out of your comfort zone. By lovingly overcoming your fear of failure, you are one gentle step closer to mastering the profound power of not reacting. You are learning to lovingly control your emotions, paving a peaceful way for a calmer, more balanced life, a quiet sanctuary within. Chapter 21. Developing a growth mindset. In your tender journey to lovingly master the profound power of not reacting, developing a growth mindset is a truly critical and gentle step. It is about softly understanding this beautiful mindset, gently nurturing emotional resilience, and then lovingly putting it into peaceful practice. Let us softly explore this together, dear one, and see how it can beautifully reshape your reactions and your gentle interactions with the world. While it may softly seem challenging at first, gently embracing a growth mindset can substantially and beautifully enhance your personal and professional development. It lovingly fosters a deep resilience and a positive, serene outlook towards continuous learning and gentle growth. It is about quietly believing that your beautiful abilities can indeed be lovingly developed through dedication, through gentle hard work, and yes, even through moments of perceived failure. It is a tender concept that softly shifts your focus from merely the endpoint to the sacred journey itself, from the grade to the precious learning process, from an elusive perfection to a steady, gentle progress, unfolding with grace. You will gently find that cultivating a growth mindset lovingly encourages you to view life's challenges as beautiful opportunities, instead of seeing them as quiet threats. It is not about softly avoiding difficulties, but rather about seeing them as gentle stepping stones towards profound improvement. It is about being gently open to feedback and even quiet criticism, not as a dismissal of your inherent worth, but as valuable insights for your own beautiful development, like gentle whispers of wisdom. Lovingly understanding a growth mindset also means softly recognizing that consistent effort is the golden key to true success. It is not just about natural talent or intelligence, but the quiet determination to gently keep going, even when things feel a little tough. It is about softly persisting in the face of gentle setbacks, knowing that they are a natural, tender part of the beautiful journey to mastery. Gently embrace this mindset, dear one, and you are already peacefully on your way to developing a deeper, more serene emotional control. Building emotional resilience, dear one, gently goes hand in hand with softly adopting a growth mindset, lovingly offering you the inner strength to navigate life's challenges with quiet grace and a beautiful adaptability. It is not about ignoring your feelings or pretending everything is perfectly fine. Instead, resilience is about lovingly acknowledging your emotions, tenderly understanding them, and then gently allowing them to pass, like clouds drifting across the sky, without letting them completely control your precious being. Lovingly cultivating resilience gently begins with self-awareness. By softly recognizing and acknowledging your emotional reactions, you are taking the very first gentle step towards softly controlling them. It is truly okay to feel upset or gently angry or a quiet anxiety. These emotions, dear one, are a natural and beautiful part of simply being human. Next, softly practice self-compassion. Tenderly understand that it is truly okay to make mistakes and to experience gentle bad days. These experiences do not define who you are, dear one. They are merely stepping stones guiding you on your beautiful journey of growth and self-improvement. Finally, lovingly maintain a positive outlook. Even when gently faced with adverse moments, endeavor to softly find the silver lining, like a quiet shimmer. Remember, dear one, challenges are beautiful opportunities for profound growth. They gently help you become stronger, wiser, and more resilient, like a tree bending in the breeze. To truly harness the gentle power of a growth mindset, you lovingly need to apply it in the quiet rhythm of your daily life, embracing challenges as beautiful opportunities for self-improvement and deep learning. Start by softly recognizing that setbacks are not failures, but rather precious lessons. Every time you gently stumble, you are given a sacred chance to grow, to better understand your precious self and the vast, beautiful world that surrounds you. Lovingly cultivate curiosity. Be gently open to new experiences and softly welcome different perspectives like gentle breezes. When you approach situations with an inquisitive mind, it is much easier to softly see beautiful possibilities rather than merely obstacles. Remember, dear one, your intelligence and your beautiful abilities are not fixed. They are wonderfully capable of gentle growth. You are not stuck where you are. With loving effort, patient perseverance, and a positive, serene attitude, you can beautifully learn and improve. Please do not shy away from constructive criticism. It is not a personal attack, but a precious tool for growth. Embrace it, lovingly learn from it, and use it to gently propel yourself forward, like a leaf on the current. Lovingly applying a growth mindset involves constant gentle practice and a quiet patience. But the rewards, dear one, are profoundly worth every soft effort. You will gain a deeper, more peaceful emotional control, become wonderfully more resilient, and gently open doors to beautiful self-improvement and personal success. The profound power of not reacting softly lies within you, and now, dear one, it is time to gently tap into it, to let it softly unfold. Chapter 22. Maintaining Emotional Balance. Mastering your emotions, dear one, lovingly allows you to create a stable and serene emotional balance. This is not only deeply beneficial for your mental health, but also profoundly pivotal in the gentle art of not reacting impulsively. This beautiful sense of equilibrium allows you to respond with quiet grace rather than merely react to life's many tender challenges. It is like being the calm, still eye at the very center of a storm, impervious to the gentle chaos whirling softly around you, finding a deep peace within. To lovingly achieve this beautiful balance, you must first softly understand your emotional triggers. What situations or what gentle people tend to provoke intense reactions in your heart? Once you have gently identified these, you can lovingly work on soft strategies to manage them. This might involve gently distancing yourself from certain environments that feel unsettling, or it could tenderly require a little more in-depth psychological work, a quiet exploration within. Next, softly practice mindfulness. Gently stay present and lovingly focus on the here and now. This beautiful practice helps you to softly avoid dwelling on past regrets or future worries, gentle currents that can easily tip your emotional scale. Remember, dear one, you cannot control everything that gently swirls around you, but you can, with quiet intention, control your loving reaction to them, choosing peace. Additionally, nurturing self-care is truly vital for your whole being. Eating healthily, getting enough peaceful sleep, and engaging in regular, gentle exercise can softly stabilize your mood and beautifully increase your emotional resilience. Remember, dear one, your physical well-being greatly and softly influences your delicate emotional state, a beautiful connection. Lastly, please do not suppress your emotions, pushing them away. Lovingly allow yourself to feel and to express your emotions in healthy, gentle ways. Bottling up feelings can, over time, gently lead to an emotional explosion later on. It is about gently controlling, not repressing your emotions, finding a gentle flow. Maintaining an emotional balance is not about softly avoiding emotions, but rather about lovingly managing them with quiet grace. It is a gentle journey, dear one, not a final destination, and it is completely within your gentle grasp. With loving practice and patient perseverance, you can truly master the skill and softly harness the profound power of not reacting impulsively, creating a deeper peace within. To lovingly master the profound power of not reacting, it is truly vital to softly understand your emotional triggers and to gently learn to pause before gracefully responding. Like a knight in shining armor, dear one, lovingly equip yourself with deep breathing techniques, a beautiful growth mindset, and a tender understanding of your own precious imperfections. Remember, you are the master of your emotions, not the other way around. So take gentle charge, lovingly cultivate gratitude, and softly stride into a future where your emotional balance reigns supreme, a quiet symphony of Fibrecht. As these gentle words settle, may you feel a profound sense of peace washing over you, like the softest evening tide. Your journey inward, a journey of discovery and calm, has just begun. Rest now, dear one, and let the quiet wisdom take root, softly blossoming in your heart. You are held, you are safe, and you are capable of a beautiful, peaceful presence.